Once you've rechecked the leveling, recheck the centering, since the re-leveling can upset the centering. However, you usually only need to check the leveling and centering once. The theodolite is now centered and leveled above station A. Electronic theodolites are powered by built-in batteries, either rechargeable or replaceable. This instrument uses 4 AA-size replaceable dry cell batteries which can be removed and changed. To operate the theodolite, turn on the power switch. An audio tone sounds and all the display symbols are shown while the instrument performs self-diagnostic checks. If the battery power is too low for the instrument to operate, a battery symbol is displayed indicating that the batteries should be replaced or recharged. If everything is okay, the remaining battery power is displayed as a numeric code for 3 seconds. And the display then settles with the horizontal circle reading 0 degrees, 0 minutes, 0 seconds, and the vertical circle displaying a single 0. This indicates that the horizontal circle is ready, but the vertical circle is waiting for you to activate its preset graduations. This process is known as indexing. To index the vertical circle, loosen the vertical clamp and rotate the telescope through 360 degrees in the vertical plane. When indexing has been achieved, the audio tone sounds and the vertical circle reading is displayed on the screen. On some electronic theodolites, both the vertical and horizontal circles must be indexed. The procedure for doing this will be described in the instrument's handbook. The theodolite is now ready to use to measure angles. Conventionally, the observation procedure for measuring horizontal angles begins with the instrument on face left. Remember, the face of a theodolite is the side containing the vertical circle. When you look through the telescope and the vertical circle is on your left, the instrument is said to be in the face left position. With some electronic theodolites, however, because of their compactness, it is not always easy to tell which side contains the vertical circle. If you are not sure, you should consult the handbook provided with the instrument. Select one of the stations as a reference station or reference object. This point should, if possible, be the most clearly visible and the most distant of the stations to be sighted. All the horizontal angles will be referred to this point. In this case, station X is chosen as the reference object. Horizontal angles are measured using the horizontal circle on the theodolite, and this is read directly from the display screen on the instrument. The angle value opposite the letter H indicates the horizontal circle reading. In this case, 199 degrees, 10 minutes, 55 seconds. In electronic theodolites, the horizontal circle is controlled by a single horizontal clamp. When it is freed, the telescope can be rotated freely by hand around its vertical axis, and the horizontal circle readings change quickly. When it is tightened, however, the telescope can only be rotated about its vertical axis by small amounts using the horizontal circle slow motion screw, which is also known as its tangent screw. This causes corresponding small changes in the horizontal circle readings. Similarly, in order to enable the telescope to be rotated about its trunnion axis, a vertical clamp and slow motion screw are fitted. The screen also carries an arrow which indicates the direction in which the horizontal circle is graduated from 0 to 360 degrees. In optical reading theodolites, this direction is always clockwise when looking down on the theodolite. In electronic theodolites, however, the facility is provided to reverse this direction. This is very useful if using the theodolite to turn right angles in an anti-clockwise direction. If an anti-clockwise horizontal circle graduation is required, it is obtained in this particular instrument by simply pressing the dual function key. The arrow on the screen then changes to show the new direction, and the horizontal circle reading alters to 360 degrees minus the clockwise value. A further press of the same key restores the clockwise graduation, and the screen arrow and the horizontal circle reading again change. Electronic theodolites incorporate several other useful features. For example, they allow you to set in a reading of 0 degrees, 0 minutes, 0 seconds as required. To do this, you simply press the key marked 0 set, and the horizontal circle reading immediately changes to this value. In addition, by using the horizontal clamp and slow motion screw, you can set the horizontal circle to read a particular value, for example, 9 degrees, 46 minutes, 15 seconds, and then hold this value by pressing the hold release key. When this key is activated, the direction arrow is replaced by a small black square. Once you have the telescope pointing in the required direction, a further press of the same key releases the reading, allowing the horizontal angle measurement to continue. These keys are protected by a sliding cover to prevent you pressing them accidentally. There are two other keys. The illumination key lights up the display when the instrument is being used in dark conditions, and the dual function percentage key is used when measuring gradients. All electronic theodolites also incorporate a number of error messages which appear on the screen if anything goes wrong during the measuring procedure. For example, in this instrument, the error code E100 appears when something goes wrong during the measurement of a horizontal angle, and E101 during the measurement of a vertical angle. When this happens, the instrument handbook should be consulted to find out how to proceed. This is how we measure horizontal angles. Rotate the telescope to give a horizontal circle reading between 0 and 1 degree. Press the hold release key to lock this reading on the screen. Free the horizontal and vertical clamps and, using the peep sight on top, point the telescope at the ranging rod next to station X. Tighten both clamps and, using the slow motion screws, home in on the ranging rod. Put a piece of white paper in front of the objective lens and focus the crosshairs using the telescope eyepiece. Remove the paper and focus the image of the ranging rod using the focusing ring. Check for parallax by moving your head up and down. The crosshairs should not move against the image of the ranging rod. If they do, refocus the crosshairs, refocus the image, and check once more. Once parallax has been eliminated, use the horizontal and vertical slow motion screws to make the vertical hair on the diaphragm pass through the nail in the top of the peg at the reference object, in this case, station X. Don't bother to make the center of the crosshairs pass through the top of the nail, this wastes time. However, it is important that roughly the same part of the vertical hair is used each time an intersection is made. The theodolite is now pointing exactly at the reference object on face left, with a horizontal circle somewhere between 0 and 1 degree. Lift the sliding cover and release the reading by pressing the hold release key. Then slide the cover back to prevent any accidental operation. Check the pointing, book the reading, and check your booking. At this point, you could have used the 0 set key to give a start reading of exactly 0 degrees, 0 minutes, 0 seconds. But this can cause difficulties with the horizontal angle calculations if the face right reading to the reference object is observed to be less than 180 degrees, 0 minutes, 0 seconds. In order to take the face left reading to station Y, free the horizontal and vertical clamps and rotate the telescope to the right. Sight the ranging rod at Y, tighten the clamps, and use the slow motion screws to line up the vertical hair on the diaphragm with the nail in the top of station Y.